Today's brief is to make a jungle themed cake topper for her first birthday, and the brief was to use a giraffe. So let's create that together right now. So obviously the first thing I'm going to do is to open my Cricut Design Space because that's where I design all of my stuff. Today I'm going to be using a mixture of graphics from Design Space as well as from Creative Fabrica, where I download all my stuff from. So any anything that I use, any graphic that I use, I will share the link with you so that you can go ahead and download that as well. Because I'm going to be using imported stuff, I won't be allowed to share the project on Design Space, but you can go ahead and create your own. I'm going to make it quite simple. So once I've opened Design Space, the first thing I'm going to do is to click New Project. So I am going to start with elements that are on Design Space already, and then we'll go over to Creative Fabrica, and then we'll start downloading stuff. So I want to make an arch shape rather than a round shape type topper. It's not going to be a shaker, just a simple one. So I've gone to my shapes and selected the upside down arch. So I'm going to go over, let me just hide this, and I'm just going to flip it vertically so it goes upside down, and then I'm going to make it big. So I want the outline of it. So I'm going to go to my offset, create an offset, and make sure you click the sharp edged corner. Otherwise, it will be blunted at the bottom here. And click apply. And then I will select both and then slice it. Once I've done that, and I will delete the middle of it. So I have the outline. And then I'll click that and go to my offset feature again, apply a thicker offset this time. Apply, okay. So I'm going to change the colors. I'm going to use gold and green, I reckon, just to make it more jungle themed. Green. Okay, select both and group it. So that's our arch done. The next thing I want to do is to create a banner with the name of the birthday child. So I'm going to go to images on Design Space and look for a banner, and just pick whatever banner you think works for you. I'm going to choose this pink one. I will change the colors, reduce the size. Okay, so on the right hand panel you can actually change the colors there without ungrouping. And then I'm going to do another offset just to create another layer at the back of it. And then I'll use a darker color, maybe like a brown, just keeping in touch with the jungle theme. Obviously, when you cut it out, your paper will determine what color you cut out, but obviously this is just the guide as to what color to use. And then finally, I'm going to type the child's name, which is Lila. My favorite font is called Kaylin Bloom. It's one that I've got of Creative Fabrica, which I'll also link below for you to use. So that's what I'm going to use for the name. I'm just going to rotate it slightly because it's a bit off. Okay, so once it's straight enough, I'm just going to use my offset feature again just to make it slightly thicker. So I might go 0.04 and apply. Okay, so I'll delete the original one, which is the gray one. So we have the black one, and then use the offset feature again. So I might go 0.08. No, okay, let me make it 0.10. 0.9. Let's see. 8. I don't want the offset to be too thick. Okay. So let me change that to gold, and then offset again. I might change that to green, and then offset again. Okay, I might change that to white, just so we have multiple layers. It looks nicer with more layers, especially when you layer it with double-sided foam tape. Kind of builds on it and gives it great depth. And I'm just going to group this together. I like grouping every element separately so that when I move it, it all moves together, so I can resize it together and do things like that. Okay, so we have our basic structure. So now I just want to go ahead and select all of these and group it. And then I will go to Creative Fabrica to get the design and decorative element. So creativefabrica.com, I will send the link below. And I will go to the search bar and search for giraffe, and see what comes up. So there's quite a few. There's some PNG, some SVG, some clip art bundle. I want to make it a PNG because I think the images will be sharper and crisper. So let me see what this giraffe clip art watercolor PNG looks like. So I've got, yeah, there's some that I can probably use. So I'm going to download that. With Creative Fabrica, if you have a subscription, you can download unlimited art, unlimited PNGs, unlimited SVGs, unlimited fonts. So much that you can download. It's totally worth the subscription, so I would recommend it. Okay, so I would download that. The other thing that I really want is some tropical leaves, so maybe like a palm tree, some tropical leaves, um just to make it a bit more so tropical leaves. I think let me just search tropical leaves, see what comes up. So there's quite a few tropical leaves. I want one that is an SVG, that I don't have to print and then cut out, that I can just cut out with my machine on my green paper. And I want one that has a leaf as well as a palm tree. Obviously, if I can't find one that has both, then I might have to just search for palm tree um, afterwards. So as you can see, there's quite a lot to choose from. You can also find all of these on Design Space, by the way, if you already have a subscription to Design Space. I'm sure you can search for it on there and find it. So let me see this one. Okay, I'll download this and then I'll go back and look for palm tree. Okay, there's a nice little bundle here. Um, I think I'll go for this one. I want the silhouette. Okay, so I'll download that. Okay, and then they want some animals, some jungle animal cutouts. So I'm just going to do a search for jungle animals as well. Um, I want some that look nice but also realistic. I think this one looks all right actually, and it's got transparent background and it's got quite a few different animals. Okay, so we'll download that. Okay, so all the downloads are done. So the next thing, I'm going to go to my File Explorer, go to my downloads, and then they all come downloaded in a zipped folder. So I'm going to extract all of them. Obviously, I'm right clicking and extracting, but if you are using a Mac or different type of application that is not Windows, it might be a different way to do it, but this is how I do it. Okay, so we've extracted some. So I'll go to my design space and then I'll start uploading. So go back to your canvas, click upload, upload image, browse, go to your downloads. Um, oh, I went to desktop. So downloads. Okay, and then you want to upload the PNG version of this palm tree because I want to cut it out. I don't want to print it before I cut it out. So, and when you upload now, it goes directly onto your canvas and you can just place it on the image directly. So it's actually come up quite big. So I might just change the size to something small. That's it. And then I will change the color to green, maybe a different kind of green. And I will place it at the back, send to back. Okay, actually, no, it needs to be in front, isn't it? It needs to be between the name and that, but we can arrange it later. But it can sit here quite nicely. So it will sit between this banner and the arch. Okay, so let's go ahead and upload the other ones. So the next one is the tropical leaves, which we want the SVG. But if you click on the SVG, you don't know which is which. You can view large icons, but it still comes up like that. So what I like to do is I like to go to the PNG, view the large icons, and see which number the one I want to download is. And I think I want number 13 and um 2, 13, and 5, I reckon. So go back, go to your PNG. So 2, continue, upload. So upload the other one. I might not need all of them, but let's see. 5, continue, upload. And then let's do 13. Unfortunately, with Design Space, you can't really upload multiple images at once. You have to do it one at a time. Okay. Now let's go ahead and upload our giraffe and animals. Okay, so let's view the large icon so we know which giraffe we want. And I want this standing up one. It's got a couple of standing up ones actually. Let's go this one. Yep, I'm happy with that. Continue. So we want to upload it as a PNG image. The background's already removed. I don't need to remove any image background. I don't need to make any changes. So I'll just click apply and continue. I want it as a flat graphic. I don't want it multiple layers. I don't want it as a single layer PNG. I just want it as a flat graphic. Okay, continue. And then once again, upload. And while that's uploading, I'm going to go to my file explorer again, to my downloads, and then I need to extract the nursery jungle animals from the zipped file. So let's view the large icon so we can know which one I want to use. Super cute. So I reckon number 13, number 19. Yeah, quite a few. Okay, let's go back to Design Space now. So our giraffe is uploaded. I'm going to change the size to a 6, which is a bit big. Okay, so here we have it. All the graphic we're going to need. And then let me just go ahead and make all the changes. So I might ungroup the base, move this to the side. Okay, so the giraffe can sit here. Cute. I'm going to duplicate that because I'm going to layer them on top of each other. So I might layer like 3. Okay, let me move them to the side so I can align center, and then group. Perfect. So the giraffe can sit here. The palm tree can sit on the other side. Let me select the banner and then once again align center and group, and then that can sit here. I'm just aligning the bottom of the banner to the bottom of the arch shaker, and then I'm going to select the banner and the arch, and then I'm just going to go back to align, and I want it to be centered horizontally. Yep, which they are, and then perfect. So I might bring my palm tree a little bit further down just so I can hide that line there, and then it just sits here. And then the giraffe as well, I might actually bring that to the top, which is fine. Okay, so the name will sit at the top here. Okay, what do you think? So a few tropical leaves just scattered around, I reckon. Not too big. Let me move this away for a bit. I think I'll delete this one and I'll just use this one. Duplicate. Okay, so those can sit there. Okay, Okay, so now I'm going to group everything together. Actually, I might send backwards. Yeah, I think they should sit here with the legs hidden. Okay, perfect. Now I will select all of them and group them together. Finally, I want to put the number 1. I'm just going to go to the text and type 1, and we need to change that font. I might actually go to my images and search for 1. There might be a layered number 1 that we could probably use on there. Let me search layered 1. Hmm. Let me just put a filter to some that I already have. Okay, let's use this one. The amazing thing about the new Cricut Design Space is you can now filter and search for things um, easily. You can filter by, designer, by, character, anything like that. It's amazing. So I think 1 will go kind of in the middle here. Let me ungroup this. Okay, I think it's better if number 1 goes like that. Okay, I think we're all good. So I'm just going to select that and create an offset behind it. I'll do a couple of offsets as well. And then I'll change their colors. Okay, finally, I'm going to go to the offset we've created, and I'm going to go to the contour to make sure that there are no random gaps in there. Yep, perfect. Okay, and then finally, I'm going to go to the color sync, and I will make sure all the colors, so all the greens are all the same green. So this blue here, I'm going to make it green. So there's a brown. So the yellow, I'm going to make the yellow brown. The pink, I'm going to change one pink to white and one pink to gold. Um, so we're using the same kind of color. Okay, there's lilac that is black. I don't want it to be black. So I might try and make them pink. So the number 1 lilac and um let me change it to white and see what it looks like. And then if I'm not happy, I might change it to another color. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll use some glitter white for it. Okay, and that's it. That's the cake topper. So I'm gonna group that and we are ready to go. So I will see you in the next video when I'm going to cut it out. Just a quick note to say the cake size is 8 inches and this width is 8.6, so I might make it slightly smaller to 7.9. So that will be perfect for the cake topper. And then I'm going to save my project and I'll see you in the assembly video. Thanks for watching.